I've been wanting to do, and I've been working in the works so I can make it for you. Oh. Oh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a video I've been wanting to do, and I've been working in the works so I can make it for you. Now, as you can tell by the title, this is how I taught Kamani to start Liberty. If you guys have seen my video from a couple of days ago, that's where we're at currently. Now what I'm about to show you, we did for about 3 or 4 times, about 3 or 4 minutes after a couple sessions of work. Now each horse learns differently. Now I know, you guys are going to hate me. I hate when I click on a video and they say you need to do these things first before you do it. This isn't a you need to. These are things I suggest if you want it to go kind of quicker. So what I like to do is I want them to have a cue for each gait. So she's got a different cue for each gait of speed. She knows how to stop when I say whoa. She is not afraid of my tools. She's desensitized. And she knows how to lead fairly well. She also knows how to disengage her hip, disengage her shoulder. She knows how to side pass. It's just a rabbit. She knows how to side pass to and away from me. These are just little things that you can add tricks into later on. So she also knows how to follow. They need to have a call cue where they come to you. So it's pretty basic. I'm going to start off with showing you how I teach the stop. So let me show you guys that. So in order to teach the stop, you're going to walk, trot, run, or canter, whatever it is that your horse will do with you, up to a fence. You're going to stop right at the fence and do your motion of stop. I kind of like to sit back and say whoa, and they're going to automatically stop because there's a fence. It's okay if they're not straight the first few times, they'll start to understand it. Let me demonstrate. Oh. So after you've done that a few times, you can speed it up. Oh. As you can see, she understands how to do it with the gait. Let's show you how she does it without the gait. Oh. Notice I did not have to pull back on that halter. She already knows that. Now, you can work on the stop first, or it can be the last thing you work on. I like to have a good steady halt before I go on anything else, because if I can't stop them, what makes me think I'm going to have control of anything else? So, the next thing is you're just going to treat them like you would if you're teaching them the basics of leading. You're going to kind of tap that side, or whatever that cue is for them to go with you. Can be walk on, come with me, follow me, whatever. You can use treats, you can use rest or lovin's as reward. I do a mixture of all three. So to teach her to walk, I'll show you. To teach her to walk beside me, I'm going to give her her cue, which is shh. I'm going to tap and reach back at her. What I'm going to do the first few times is actually make contact. After that, I'm going to start taking away that contact and just kind of swinging up that whip. I eventually just want to be able to kind of swing that whip and have them follow without having to make contact. So, shh, and walk off and lead. Once they get the concept of moving with you, you can move up to the next gait once they get really good at it. I'll show you the trot. For the trot, I'm going to do the exact same thing, but with her trot cue instead of a walk cue. I'm going to walk. Oh. And get that nice stop. Now we have not done canter yet, but it would be the same exact thing, but with our canter cue. Now to get them to follow around with you, After you've got them where you can kind of get them to walk, trot, and stop, what I would start doing after you practice you kind of want to lead them around with it. So I want to practice leading when she's not up here. So I'm going to tap without having to use that rope. If she's leaving me, I don't want to use that rope. Eventually you're going to disconnect that rope. So I kind of walk back to her hip to get her to follow me a little bit more and come in tighter. Once you can get them to follow you with a loose rope, what you can then move on to, which is what I did, is throwing the rope over the neck. Remember, I wouldn't move on to this next step until you can get them to follow you without using the rope at all. So the next step before you unclip the lead rope from the halter is the same exact thing, but having your lead rope up onto the horse. So I'm going to tap, give her cue, and she follows. I want to walk to that butt. She disengages it and stays with me. And then the next step, obviously, would be to unclip the lead rope. So these are very simple, easy steps. Each horse takes a different amount of time. Now, the reason I like to leave the halter on when I unclip the lead rope is that I can kind of bring them back to me if I need them to. Again, if they take off and kind of leave you, call them back a few times. If they ignore you, send them off, make them work a couple laps, and then invite them back in. They'll start to figure out it's easier to be with you and kind of play around than it is to ignore you. I'll show you some of the tricks that she knows. She knows how to lay down. We're still going back and forth between hands and ropes. I'm not going to lay her down because it just got done raining. It's super wet. But I will show you a few of the other tricks. So I can move her forequarters. She gets a little bit ahead. I can just stop moving into her. And if she keeps moving, then I can just yield her butt. I can back her up. I can call her to me. I can yield her to me. And if you guys want to know how to do that, I did a couple of videos on that. See here how she's leaving? I can just stick the whip on the other side and block that eye. And if she were to still take off, again, I would just chase her around, make her work. There, good girl. I can side pass her away from me. So here's a good example of where I can use that halter. She gets a little bit too far ahead. I can just grab that halter and tip that nose. See here, I'm just grabbing and tipping that halter. Grabbing and tipping when she leaves. There. It just helps her kind of understand and straighten out a little bit. And she'll start to really pick it up faster the more that I give that little itty bitty correction. I can lift her legs with the whip, and I can slowly start to teach the bow. I do also want to mention it's okay if they get confused. Don't badger them for it. Just kind of grab a hold of that halter or that lead rope and give them that little correction. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful. Sorry for all the talking. I just really wanted to explain what I was doing, how I did it, and why. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any video suggestions, please comment them down below. I would really love to make what you guys want to see before the snow falls. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye guys!